What is up, beautiful human? I hope you're having a lovely day. It is the first day of the new year. Very exciting. I don't know. I feel a buzz in the air. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I don't know. Something's new, something's different. And maybe it's just the thought process that comes with the new year, but it's very exciting. Today, I wanted to talk about flow and momentum and how you can use this to your advantage. We get caught up and swept in flow of life, flow of things without knowing it. But if you can tap into the process that's happening, you can essentially manufacture it for yourself. And I want that for you because this is how you take back your power. This is how you take your life force back. So I'm going to talk, with these conversations, I don't really have anything scripted. I just have a thought in my head, a connection I'm trying to make, and we just see what happens. But I want to talk about a few things that you're in the flow of now that you might not even realize what's happening. And we're going to talk about these because this will give you the foundation on how the mechanism is working and how you can take advantage of it for yourself, for what you want to be in the flow of versus just staying in the stuck of flow of things that are taking away your time, your energy, and your life force, and preventing you from having the things you want in life. So I want to talk briefly about social media. As you can imagine, even here on YouTube, what you'll do is you'll watch a video, right? You'll click into one, and then before you know it, you're seeing 5 videos of the same. Or if you like a creator, you're then seeing creators who are similar. This is all by design. It's the algorithm. It happens to me as well, where I'm talking about certain things, I'm sharing certain topics, and then I see creators that are doing the same. This mechanism is designed so you get more of what it thinks you want because it is what you've given your attention to. So this is exactly how life works. This is just one force that's doing it in a way that maybe you're not recognizing the mechanism behind it, but it's playing into our human nature. And that's why it works so well. That's why social media is so addicting. It's giving you more of what you like. It's promoting things that you've watched. It doesn't even actually matter if you like it or not. It's just what you've engaged with, and where you put your attention, you put your intention. You're pretty much saying, I want more of this. And that's how it works in the universe as well. It doesn't matter. This is why you can focus on things that are really not what you want in life, but you seem to get it anyways. And you think you're cursed maybe, or you think the world is out to get you. But it's really this mechanism that we have to get down in order to use it to our advantage. People that I did a short about this a few months ago, about people who have an addictive personality actually have a superpower. So if this is you, realize that you have such a force that you can tap into. All you really have to do is manufacture the initial obsession, essentially, and then you're on your way. But it's the same thing, because with addictive personality, what you do is you find something, it gives you some something, it gives something back to you. But what is also happening is you are choosing, because of some external feeling, you are choosing to continue to do something, right? It makes you feel good, it validates your self-worth, whatever it is. And so you continue to do it. But you could also tap into that flow by just continuing to do something, whether you like it or not. And that's where discipline can come in. But that's where you have to just believe this flow, believe and understand this flow intelligently, and then tap into it. So we mentioned social media taking you away on something, anything that is essentially tapping in and giving you more of what you want and less of what you don't is using this mechanism. So in this next year, to tap into flow, what you can do is figure out what you want out of life. And, there are people who will tell you how to manifest. I don't think it's bad, but I also think there's just mechanics behind it. There's tactical things you can do to get into the flow of who you want to be. Because really the universe, energy, people are responding off who they feel you to be energetically, subconsciously, they're picking up things, right? All of these things. But it's also off of who you believe yourself to be. If you think you're a horrible person, you suck and this and that, then don't you think it's ironic that the universe and everyone reflects that back to you? It's not a coincidence, It's why, people who have done the greatest things are very delusional sometimes in their times. People don't understand them. But it doesn't matter, That stuff doesn't matter. You got to believe and you got to get into the flow of who you want to be. So, there are different ways you can do this. You can think from the perspective of who you want to be. What would this person be doing? What would this person be wearing? How would this person be talking? What actions would this person be doing? That's one way. Or if you're trying to start something and you don't know how to start or what to do, you literally just have to get in the flow of doing it. Like, for instance, on YouTube, I just started YouTube because I didn't have an outlet to talk. And now it's like habitual. About every day I'm making a video and it's something that's on my mind. There's no focus on the outcome. I just like that I'm in this flow of creating and I'm learning things and it's taking me with it. This channel has been growing pretty significantly over the last month. And that's just the mechanism that's at play, right? It's because I've tapped in. YouTube is kind of like a social media. I'm tapping into the flow here as a creator. I'm putting things in, and then people are seeing things of mine. They're seeing things of other people, and they're resonating, right? They're like, I am on this trend of whatever this person is talking about, right? And it resonates. And that's all I've done. I've inserted myself into an existing flow and mechanism that mimics life. This is just an example, but it mimics life. So if you can, whatever you got to do, the hardest thing you'll ever do is get started, whether it's you want, it can be anything, right? A job, if you're trying to build a business, if you want to get into a relationship, if you want to be fit, if you want to eat healthy, if you want to, whatever, build something, you got to get into the flow of what it feels like to be that. Because essentially, the way I see it, if you know what method acting is, Heath Ledger is a good method actor. He really gets into his character. Method acting is where you just take on the persona of your character. So that could mean that, if you have a role and you need to be a drug addict, a method actor might actually just go and get a drug addiction to actually mimic the thing, right? Or if they have an eating disorder, or if they have this or that, they will become that in order to be that. And then so they produce a really good scene, right? A really good act, a really good movie, video, etc. So that's really as easy as it is, but the hardest thing you'll ever get over is the initial energy. And I think it's in thermodynamics that, it's the hardest. Yeah, I don't know. It might be thermodynamics. It's when like the startup energy, like it takes so much to start, but it's so easy to maintain once you get it started. That's how you should view anything that you're trying to start in life. Any distance between where you are now and what you're trying to create, just realize that you just need to be okay with discipline initially, be okay with just doing and just being whatever that is, whoever that is, and be honest with yourself if you're falling from that. Because after a while, you'll just naturally become it. The pendulum of it essentially will take you away. You don't even have to, it's barely any work once you get started, whatever it is. There's obviously going to be obstacles. You're obviously going to up level here and there, whatever it is. But you'd be surprised that we waste so much time in this weird limbo where we really should just be focusing on getting into the flow of whatever we're trying to create as soon as possible. Anyways, that's the chat for today. I hope this was impactful in some way. If it was, let me know in the comments. Would love to hear your feedback or if you're going through something similar. And have a happy new year. I feel like it's going to be a great one. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.